Share screen.
Yeah. Can you guys see that?
Nice, Chris.
Hey, just coming in from the shop.
I like it. Let's get a photo.
I think Chris was busy today.
Gotta have fun, guys.
I gotta say, we're doing really well here. We're up to about 36 people. This is great.
Hey, that's good. My granddaughter took me on it last night. She's doing the teaching by video.
I hope everyone's got their name tags on, by the way, because I'm charging everyone a quarter, just so you know. I've got mine on. I'm keeping track. Just so you know.
Yeah.
Can we get into the shop to get them?
And if I hear a cell phone go off, I'm going to get that quarter, I'm telling you.
You may not want it.
Yeah, that's for sure. How are you, Don?
Super, I unmuted myself. That the Alan Todd from London there?
Is Alan on?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
Alan.
me. That's me. This is great to see all you guys. A lot of new faces, of course, but a lot of familiar ones too.
Welcome.
This
That's
is wonderful.
excellent. Excellent. All right. Well, I guess we're ready to go here. So I'm going to mute everybody for the time being.
Okay.
All right. All right. So welcome to our first virtual meeting of the millennium. It's good to have everybody. Did you do that on purpose, Wayne? All right. I owe a quarter. Thank you, Wayne, for doing that. I'm going to remember that. So I've got a presentation here. I'll start us off. Can you guys all see that okay? Let me get it into screen mode here. All right. So I've done a presentation up, which should get us through for the first little bit here. If everybody can see that, just let me know. Send me a text message on the chat thing here, because now I've got everybody muted. Can you guys see that? Okay, perfect. So just a couple of quick pieces here. So for our agenda, just a quick overview of the Zoom features. So everyone's going to be muted, which I just talked about. We'll unmute everyone during the gallery portion. So if you've not sent me a picture of your project, I'm going to unmute you, and I'll also open up the sharing. So you'll be able to share whatever's on your computer screen. And then you'll see the chat box. A couple of you have already started to respond, which is great. Use the chat box to either send myself or everyone a message to let us know if you have a question at the end. Then that'd be great. We'll just open it up. We're going to do a bit of a gallery review. We'll talk about the pens for the healthcare professionals update. We'll kind of get you going there. And then I know Cade's on. We'll talk about the wig stands for Hearth Place. Cade just did a live view on Facebook on Saturday, and he'll talk about who won the prizes. And then I want to touch on the Simcoe Street Church restoration project. I had sent out an email a little while ago just to kind of bring everyone up to speed as to where we are, and then we'll open it up to questions. So Doug, I'm going to open it up to you here because this is your beautiful project. Let me see if I can unmute you here. Unmute. Doug, do you want to go ahead?
Okay, you hear me, everybody? This is Doug.
Perfect.
So good. What you're seeing is a table. It's a little over 4 feet, 4.5 feet long. Made this about a year ago. The top was a piece of is butternut, wormy butternut, unfortunately. But was one piece about 8.5, 9 feet long with live edge on one side of it. So I cut it in half to make two pieces about 4.5 feet long, and took it to the shop last winter and jointed the edges, put it through a thickness planer just barely, just fit in this nicely. and then had the top basically glued edge to edge with some biscuit joints. Luckily, this time I had no biscuit joints showing at either end of the table. Something I made. It's 1 inch thick, butternut, live edge both sides. The legs at both ends, you can see there now, are from cherry slabs from a cherry tree, a crotch in a cherry tree. I got those from a fellow at a Christmas tree farm actually north of town. They were rough sawn when I got them. Took a lot of sanding to get them smoothed down, but the grain's quite spectacular, and they're of course live edge all around, which is beautiful to look at. There are 2 cherry 1 inch square stretchers that hold the bottom of the legs equally apart, and those I drilled with a Forstner bit and then hand cut a 3/4 inch mortise and tenon joint for those to fit into the cherry end pieces. So it was a bit of finicky work, but turned out quite nicely. I was happy with it. I did use a finish of Epoxy 2 coats on the top, which I've learned once you put it on, you let it be. You don't try and touch it up with your brush after it's been there 5-10 minutes. Just leave it alone, and it'll sort of self-level and look reasonably nice. And then I coated everything with some wipe on poly after everything epoxy was all dried. So that's it.
So that's jointed, Doug? It's 2 pieces put together?
2 pieces put together, yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very nicely done.
Turned out pretty well. Yeah, I was a little worried about it, but it's fine. Yeah, thank you.
I'm missing your, I just realized, I don't know where your, let me see if I get back here. I'm sorry, I've missed your boats. I
That's
didn't
okay.
put those in. Do you have it? Can you bring that up on your computer, Doug?
The boats, yeah, I can. My camera on. I don't know if you can see them there.
Let me see if I can get this to work here, Doug. Sorry.
It's okay.
Nope. Can't get it to work. Sorry, Doug. I don't know what I'm doing here.
No worries. Next month or next week.
Yes, next week. Okay, awesome. Any other questions for Doug? Mike had one. Where'd you get the epoxy, Doug?
The Eco Epoxy, this Eco Epoxy I got for free from Eco Epoxy out in, I think it's Manitoba. There's a whole story there I can tell you at a meeting sometime, but basically they had some errors in the website, and I told the guy what the errors were. If he said, if you find 5 more errors on a new website, I'll send you a free batch of Eco Epoxy, and I did, and he did. So it was a good price.
I love it. I love it.
Good.
Is it available around here is the question.
Around here, yeah, in Oshawa, I've seen it at Rayplex, corner
Okay.
down near Stevenson and Gibb down there.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah. They also carry it at Woodchuckers, actually.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they do.
How expensive is it?
Eco Epoxy. It's not cheap. I mean, it's all the epoxy is sort of expensive, but I could do about 5 or 8 of those tables for like $45.
Well, that's not bad.
So it's not bad. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Awesome. Any other questions for Doug? Is that just a bowl? Oh, is it a bowl under the table?
It's a bowl under the table on a glass shelf. Yes.
Oh, you put glass under there, Doug?
Piece of glass underneath. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, that's very nice. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah. I already had the glass from something else, and it just happened to be the right size. And what the heck, I put it in there.
Kate just mentioned that that the epoxy is available also at Lee Valley as well.
Right. Right. Good.
Awesome. Thanks, Kate. Okay. Thanks, Doug.
Okay. Very good.
All right. Next one up is Mike. Let me get Mike up here. Mike. Hold on, guys. Mike guest. Go ahead, Mike.
Hey, thank you. I'd never done a wing stand before. I had gone to Cade's, he did a Saturday morning for a couple of hours, but I was unable to stay. I did get some wood. I only have a miniature lathe at home, and I didn't have a scroll chuck. And just before this all happened, Busy Bee had a scroll chuck that fit my lathe, 9/16 thread. So for $85, so I picked it up. So I was able to do my first wig stand, and I've got 3 others I'm working on. So something new for me, and happy that I'm able to do more with my lathe at home, especially now. And the pens, just to show people, I know I'm not the only one, a bunch of us were doing the pens and mine were done. So there's a picture of the 5 that I did in the kit that Rob provided us with.
Very nice. Nice. Thanks, Mike. Next one is mine, and that's I'd found a piece, or I got a piece of wood. It's a bit of a crotch piece that picked up from the black walnut place that we had in the center of Whitby. And so this one, when I cut it round, was about 16 inches. You can see I did drill the hole for the worm screw. So I applied it to the lathe using the worm screw and then put the tailstock on it. And then just went to town on it once I had roughed it out. So from the piece on the left, that was the original piece that it was. Put it on the bandsaw and cut it down to a circle, and then put it on the lathe. And on the right is the roughed out piece that I got, and it's a really nice nice figure to it. It's black walnut, and so now I've lubed it up with end grain sealer from head to toe, and I've now got it sitting on a shelf. So probably within a year or so, it should be ready to finish turn. I think when I did it, I originally thought it was going to be a nice bowl, but I'm thinking I may change it to a platter of some kind. I'm not sure. I really do like the I do like the grain. It's funny because Mike's just commenting that it reminds him of a bat. I mean, it's just got some nice figure to it. So we'll see what it looks like. I did make the mistake of not putting end grain sealer on another bowl I had, and it was cracking. It was already starting to crack, and it's a fairly large size one. But I think we'll see how it works out. It should hold its own. It's pretty moist right now. It's probably only about 3 or 4 weeks old since it was cut down. So. So this is the other thing. I did 3 wig stands for Kate's program for the Cancer Society, or for Hearth Place, I should say. So these are just my 3 contributions to the wig stand program. Don, I think you said you had that you had a show and tell. So I'm going to open it up to you, and then I'm going to also. Can you screen share, Don? Let me see how I can do this. Oh, I know where I have to go. Bear with me, everybody. Okay. All right, bear with me. I'm figuring this out as we go. This is, all right. This technology is no fun. New share. All right, Don, you got to help me out here. Screen share. Try that, Don. See if you can screen share. Oh. Don? Anybody? There we go.
Okay, now I'm unmuted. You got to take your screen sharing off.
All right. How's that? Did that work? There we go.
Can you see
Yep.
it?
Yep.
Okay, these are my isolation projects for 2020. You know, I'm a scroll sawer, so I just got to figure out how to go
Just
side
the
to
arrow
side.
down, I think, Don, on your keyboard.
Won't let me go to next picture.
No.
See all photos. Try that. Nope.
Yeah. Baseball.
Oh, maybe it's not going to work.
You've got them up now.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. Oh, Wait a sec. Huh, isn't that interesting? Can you see it now?
We see the smaller pictures. Double tap it and see what happens.
I wonder why. Huh. I have two up, that's why. Nope, it's not going to work. What I'm missing is the arrow on the side. Okay, so I'll do it next week.
Okay.
And then what I'll do is put it into a PowerPoint so I can go page by page.
Okay.
Huh. I'm out of there.
All right. Now let me see if I can go back to this now. Screen share. All right, here we go. So we're back to mine. All right. So I want to talk a bit about the pens that we're working on for the healthcare professionals program. So far, we've got about 132 pens out. You can see the various participants that are making pens or have made pens. We're just in the process. We still need some medical clips that we're waiting for from PSI through woodchuckers. Unfortunately, PSI is closed right now. I guess the regulations out in Pennsylvania are pretty tough. So there are a lot of businesses that are shut down. So we're going to have to wait a week or so, maybe even two, before we can get our medical clips back up here. But like I say, so far 132. Thanks to Jerry Black and Jackie for donating actual kits and pens as well, over and above what we'd already allotted for with the program. Donations so far, we've raised about $900. Thank you to everyone that has donated. We've had some folks from the club and some folks that know people in the club that were kind enough to donate. So that's fantastic. So like I say, we've got about $900 in, and we're going to probably keep the program going as long as we can. Similar to the Pens for Peacekeepers, I've got the names of the contacts at Lake Ridge Health, as well as the EMS at Durham Region. So I'll be coordinating a time and a place where I can drop them off. I'll be meeting up with most of everyone tomorrow to drop off the thank you cards, which is what we did was we did a really nice 4x6 thank you card through Vistaprint. It was about 65 bucks, but I think it's a nice touch. It adds something in that if they wanted to, you know, put it on their locker or on their desk, they can do that. And it's just a really nice thank you from the club. And then there's the back side of it as well. And it just says, on behalf of the membership of the Durham Woodworking Club, just want to show our support and appreciation for the outstanding work you're doing to keep our community safe. And then obviously you can read the rest there, created by, so then everyone will fill that part out. And then the pen type and the wood species, they'll also identify as well. And this is basically the same format that we took from the Pens for Peacekeepers, just modified a little bit. But I think it really looks nice, and it's something that I think they'll value as well when they get it. And it talks about our club, and the branding is still there because we've got our logo on the front and back, and it just looks really, really nice. So